Hello everyone, welcome to Little Meatballs Nursery. I'm Sandra. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you're returning. So hey guys, happy Monday. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. Um, except for yesterday, I was feeling not the best, not so great. But that's real life. It's real life, things happen, the unexpected happens. And yesterday was kind of one of those days. Actually, it's been kind of one of those weeks for me. But we're back to Monday chat and we're gonna have some fun. So let's get to it. I don't want to, I'm not gonna make this video about, I know a lot of times, right, I do talk about my life and all that stuff and things that are going on. And I still will do that, but I don't know. I just feel like not, I guess, we don't need to always talk about like, you know, what's going on with my health and this and that, I kind of sometimes just want to talk about the dolls, and let's get to it, right? So, that being said, now that I think about it, I did have other appointments to make today that I was supposed to do. But Mondays are always, the kids go to school later than usual. And I had a little unexpected project this morning. And so I kind of got to a late start myself. So, yeah, so here I am. I'll have to just, call in the morning and make those other appointments. They wanted me to make, I said I wasn't going to talk about my health. Well, just quick. They wanted me to make an appointment with a different doctor from the group that specializes in like the swelling in the legs and stuff like that. And then they also wanted me to go for my sleep study. So I don't know if it's a doctor that specializes in swelling of the legs or it's like, Alicia, you would know. I think it's is it a kidney doctor? No, because they checked my kidneys. It, it's something other than just like the regular primary physician, but I believe she's part of their group. But she said it could take a minute before you get an appointment with this particular doctor. So I think that it's just like kind of an extension maybe of the primary care. Something that's just more like maybe they're the ones that will then request the further, specialized blood test, I guess, for like, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see when I make the appointment. I don't know, but I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be my calling of the doctors. The sleep study I have to make an appointment for as well. I already told you I have my mammogram appointment and then I have my psychiatrist on Wednesday, virtual though. So that I don't have to go out for. But anyway, so I'm getting the ball rolling. I'm getting there. The Lasix, they did double it, like I said. So since I've been taking the double dose of that, I started that on Friday, I want to say, with the double dose. They raised it from 20 to 40. Wait, is it 20 to 40? Yes, 20 to 40 milligram dose. So that's what I'm currently taking now. And I've been taking it for about, I don't know, like I said, 3 or 4 days. What I have noticed is, and now that I'm going to start talking about it, it's going to happen again because I already feel it. It has been drying out my skin tremendously, like a lot worse than what already the premenopausal or whatever that I'm going through has done. So now it is like really getting to areas where I'm like, you could have dry skin here. I guess you could have dry skin anywhere. But you know what I mean? Like you don't think of this. Like I'm like, what? My back, especially like my shoulders and right below, like I've been using the back scratcher like crazy. So that I've been noticing, and I had Jason like rub lotion all over me, like, please, my back. And it's just so bad, but it's just so bad. Like it burns almost. It's really, really bad. And then, I just noticed this morning and Jason's like, that's from the Lasix too. My cuticles, I'm having like, I never have this issue before, like ever. Like, but not just the cuticle. It's like, I don't know if I don't want to even show you guys. I'm like embarrassed. Like it's the skin, like it almost looks like a banana. Like my skin's peeling around my nail area and everything. It's like I can't. It's like these little things that like you take for granted. I guess like you don't realize. Oh my god, like that could happen. Like I never like skin peeling like around your. Anyway, so that's happening now, and also I've been extremely thirsty, and my throat has been so dry. Like I've been really drinking a lot of water, which actually works in my favor because I've been wanting to drink, incorporate more water into my day anyway. But I've been eating a lot of grapes. I ate a whole, we got the jumbo size grape. Grapes are pretty expensive these days, but I told Jason, I was like, please just, I want to get grapes, because I love grapes and they're sweet and they kind of satisfy that, like, if you have a little sweet, like, craving, especially late at night, like, I'll have a handful of grapes and I'm perfectly happy with that. Raisins as well, but I like my raisins salted. I know everybody's like, salted. I love my raisins with salt on them. I do. And so it kind of gives you like a sweet and salty, thing. So, but I have not added the salt. What the kids like trail mix, and so trail mix has the M&Ms, the all different nuts, and then the salted raisins. Well, because it's in there with the nuts, and everything's salted, and pretzels it has in it. So they give me the raisins because they don't eat the raisins. So I'm like, okay, I'll take the raisins. I'll take them, but haven't eaten them. I've been drinking a lot of seltzer water, which let me grab over here, darlings. So I've been drinking I did originally get like the liter bottles, went through those, and then yesterday I picked up a 12 pack of the just plain seltzer. I don't like the flavored ones. Like my kids like those. Those are really sweet. They're really, really sweet. I don't like them. I'd rather have just the regular, just carbonated water. No extra flavoring. But I do like the ones we were drinking those all summer long, but that got to be expensive too, so I stopped buying those. The Waterloo, I think they're called, and the other brand. I like the other one better of the seltzer, like the tangerine and like the tropical flavors, whatever, what have you. But those are really good too. But like I said, expensive, so I kind of stopped getting those. But what I did do was I bought. They had apple cherry juice on sale, so it's the 100% juice. And then I will just put like a little bit in the seltzer water. I haven't opened it yet though because I've been too busy. I'm so thirsty. So I've been having less coffee lately because you can only like drink so much liquid at a time, and so I will drink my coffee earlier on, but the rest of the day has really been water and seltzer. But I will say that I did get cold coffee. So I am having a cup I'm having a cup of cold coffee, okay? I only had 2 cups today. And I haven't had any regular coffee. I just had 2 of the cold coffee. Now the cold coffee is the iced coffee is a little different than making your own iced coffee. Like this is the one that already comes in like the half-gallon container. So it's like mocha flavor. So it's more like, to me, like a frappuccino or something. Like when you go buy, like an iced drink with, sugar, cream, that sort of thing. And I add a little half and half to this too. So I'm limiting it so that I don't want to get a headache neither, because once I stop drinking coffee, I start getting a bad migraine. So I've been lowering it little at a time. So that's with that. Then, what else? So yeah, so the Lasix is kind of doing a number on several things, several of my body parts. And so that's a little, it's not just like normal, dry skin. It's very itchy and burny and like anyway. So it doesn't leave you in a happy mood. We'll just say it that way, okay? Can get very frustrating. But so I apologize ahead of time if I'm going to be scratching at any point in this video, or having to drink 1,000 times as I speak, because like I bought Danny a bag of lollipops for his Valentine's Day exchange at school, and I wound up getting my own bag because it just, even the lollipops, but I didn't get sugar free because Amanda reminded me that, and it's so true. Too much sugar free candy will give you the shits. So you don't want to eat too much sugar free candy, um, because that'll happen. You'll get the diarrhea, which my bowels are slim as up. I have IBS on top of whatever else is going on, my hernias and everything else. So I get in those, cover your ears if you don't want to hear anything about my bathroom habits, okay? If There'll be times where, I'll go all week being severely constipated, and having to drink Miralax every day and, everything else, vegetables, avocados really work. If you're constipated, avocados work, raisin bran always works, shredded wheat, all that stuff, okay? But mine gets so bad that a lot of times that stuff alone will not work. Okay. So I have to do double measures here. So I got to take the Miralax and eat the correct things. And staying hydrated obviously helps with constipation. Um, but then I could go from that to then having diarrhea for 3 days in a row. So it's very, it's terrible. Plus the cramps that you get. And if anybody has IBS, they understand what I'm saying. Or Crohn's disease, that's really bad. So, it's all that stuff that has to do with your, intestines and bowels and all of that. Anyway, it can get very uncomfortable, very painful at times, and very just unpredictable, right? So, anyway, enough about my bowels. So today we have a bunch of stuff to do. I got to show you some stuff. I have Happy Mail. I have a name reveal of my new toddler. We're going to dress her because I have not dressed her yet, guys. That is how my weekend went. Me and Christina and Kevin and Jason were supposed to do the Valentine's Day collab yesterday. But I had written to her yesterday morning, and just like I said, I wasn't feeling, I was very stressed was the thing. I was just stressed out, and I was like, I want this to be a happy, fun collab. I don't want to go into it already having these, anxious and, just being stressed out to begin with, and then having to, answer questions. And I'm saying that, I'm saying that on purpose. Listen, this is just meant for a fun time, okay? Right, Christina? We are doing this. There's no reason for anyone to be nervous going into this at all. We are having fun, good time, and it's going to be fun. And it doesn't matter. Like, the questions don't have to be, me and Christina already did our questions, but, the guys kind of picked theirs too. But I think, I told Jason, take more time to do it because I don't want it to feel rushed. And then you guys maybe, feel like you didn't pick the right. There is no right or wrong questions. That's the bottom line. There is no right or wrong. It's just to have fun. And the idea of having the same questions is so that we get a good laugh, because we're not going to have the same answers, so it's going to be fun. And I'm very much looking forward to that. We are still doing it. It is just postponed until Friday. So I figured, Friday the kids will be at school, and so me and Jason will be here alone, and then Christina and Kevin just so happen to have, both of them have off on Friday from work. So it kind of worked out better that way. So I don't have to worry about, who's fighting and who, what, is being too loud. We can't hear the question. It just works out better that way. And also we can kind of be more free, right, with our talking, because it'll just be all adults. So there really won't be any kids around. So it'll make it that much more interesting and fun, I feel, So remember, there's no right or wrong questions, no right or wrong answers. It's just all about fun, love, and Valentine's Day, and just having fun with friends, right? This is going to be the first time that the four of us will be hanging out together, and it'll be really cool. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's get to what we have to get to today. the first thing I'm going to show you, I have a lot to talk about today, guys, a lot. So grab your coffee or whatever you're getting and sit down and or stand up, whatever the hell whatever you're doing, get on your treadmill, whatever you do when you're okay, cleaning the house, babysitting, whatever it is you're doing when you're listening to me. Um, this is the time. Go get your drink, all right? So, I want to kind of like, there is no real order, but I do want to get through one thing first because my boys will be home sooner than later. So I kind of want to, because this is stuff you can't see. I did get them stuff for Valentine's Day. So I'm making them little Valentine's Day bags. Nothing big or extravagant, just a little something to say I love you, and they are my Valentines until they actually have, new women in their life, girls, whatever you want to say. I am their love, the love of their life, and I will always be their first love. So I want to, you know, make them feel special on Love Day. Okay. So I'm going to show you that stuff and how I'm going to put it together because I'll show you in a second. Then I have these mini balls from Amanda that was part of our Valentine's Day gift exchange. And now me and Danny did open these already over the weekend. We opened one on Saturday morning and one yesterday morning. So that was very fun for me and him. And he was like, he wouldn't even let me hold the baby. Okay. He was like, Mommy, let me do it. No. I'm going to hold the baby and I'm going to, make sure that their bed is made. And he wouldn't even let me touch the accessories. Nothing, Amanda. Nothing. I wasn't allowed to touch them. Wasn't allowed. He did. But he was excited. And he, kids, especially, he's an 8-year-old, okay? Kids love these surprise balls. It doesn't matter what's in it. So in fact, he loves watching that on TV. So we watched that last night. And not only do they have these mini babies, but we've seen that they now have by Zuru, okay? They came out with pregnant mommies. Okay, so it comes with the pregnant mom. You could get her in the Caucasian, African American, or Spanish. Or what she looks Spanish. I don't want to say this. I don't know if she just has a medium skin tone. So that's what I should have said they have a light skin tone, medium, and dark. Okay. So it's the doll, and then it shows the doll with the pregnant belly, and then like on the side here it shows like the baby inside the mommy's stomach, and it says includes all the tools you need to help birth the baby. So it comes with like, it looked like little tweezers or something. I'm assuming obviously it's not going to come down the birth canal. I'm pretty sure it's a C-section, so but it comes with the stuff that says to birth the baby, which I think is really cool. Okay, I think it's really awesome to have a toy like that to kind of it help you explain things, number one, right? It's like a tool to help you to explain, because listen, I know now my 2 teenagers, they never asked me where babies come from. They never asked. They never wanted to know. Okay. They since obviously have had health class in school. I don't know exactly what they explained to them, but now, they get the giggles, when certain things come on TV or stuff like that, excuse me. And they're like, oh, and then my oldest, he's like, I don't want to see, I'm like, there's certain things that I won't watch in front of my 17-year-old. And Jason's like, he's going to be 18. He's going to be 18 in August. You still won't watch. They're just kissing. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, it makes me uncomfortable because like, that's my son. I'm not going to watch that sit here. I said, if you want to sit here and watch it with him, go ahead. Okay. As boys, men, whatever. I'm not staying in here. Okay. A little kiss fun. Like we watch Jack likes the series, like the 911 television series. And, we watched House. House is another great series that I watched every single episode of House. That's with the doctor. And then he solves these mysterious illnesses and things that no other doctor can solve. And he does it all while he's heavily medicated himself. So I thought it was a very interesting show. Seen every episode of that. But me and Jason started watching that back in the day, like when it first aired on TV. So we were watching it, waiting for the next episode every week, you know? So we watched that. And also Bones. Bones is another really cool show. And that's with, oh my God, her sister, Zoe Deschanel, her sister, Emily, I think her name is. But she's like the anthropologist, and is that what you call an anthropologist? She studies bones, right? So hence the name Bones. Anyway, they saw her and her well, eventually her husband, but is the, you know, police officer or FBI, and together they solve murders and, you know, crimes that happen. So they find the dead bodies and then they kind of solve it together. And they have a whole team of people, like a scientist and all these other people involved in it. It's a very, very cool show, especially if you're into like stuff like that. So I watch every episode of that as well. Really good shows. Anyway, so Jack started watching that. He likes Blue Bloods. I never seen that one. I think that one is with Tom Selleck, I think. And then there's another one he likes. I liked Castle. I don't know if anybody has seen that one. Castle, it's another one of those like police officer shows, you know, like solving crimes. You know, but it's fake. It's not like real. It's not like true crime. It's, you know, TV show. But he likes watching all those. So I did start rewatching some of House with him and 911. I love anything with Jennifer Love Hewitt in it. I think she is so gorgeous, that girl. And I just love watching anything with her in it. So I started watching her back in the day. That's another excellent show, is The Ghost Whisperer. If you've never seen that, I highly recommend that series as well. And I watched every episode of Ghost Whisperer. I love the show too. Not just her, but I love the show. And yes, I love her too. I just think she's a wonderful actress, and she's just, you know, it helps when, you know, there's, you know, pretty girls on TV, and, you know, and men, whatever floats your boat. But I mean, not that I'm into girls, but I mean, just, you know, having something nice to look at kind of more engages you in a program, right? I don't like to watch, like, there's certain actors I won't watch. I refuse to watch. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? Really? Seriously, Sandra? I don't like Brad Pitt. I don't ever see what anybody thought was sexy about him. I don't like him. To me, he's not appealing. I don't like him. I know everybody's probably screaming this screen. What? You got to be kidding me. No, don't like him. So I really will rarely watch any movies with him in it. There's another actor that I cannot watch, and Jason's like, why? You're gonna I don't know. I can't think. But there's a couple other ones like that. Like, I just can't watch, like Kevin Bacon. I can't watch him. I don't know. I just can't watch anything with him in it. There's quite a few other ones, okay? I know, I'm weird, right? Same with women. Like, there's some women that the actress, I don't know, even though the acting may be good, I don't know. Like, it doesn't appeal to me for that reason. Now, I don't care what the movie is, but if Johnny Depp is in it, I'm there. Okay? I will just watch him through the whole movie. I don't even have to care what it's about. I don't want to know what it's about. If Johnny Depp's in it, I'm watching it. Okay? Same for Robert Downey Jr. Oh my God. I will watch anything that guy's in. Anything. Okay? So yeah, those are my two, like, those. Patrick Dempsey is another one. I will watch anything with him in there. So another girl that I think is beautiful that I'll watch anything is Amy Adams. I love her. I think she is really, really beautiful too. And her acting is, love it. There's quite a few, you know? So again, maybe I may be weird like that. Okay. That I'll only watch with certain things. Liam Neeson. Now, I'll watch anything with that guy in it, okay? anything. I don't know if it's just his voice or there's something about him. Now, for me, it doesn't just have to be all about like the look. It had like there's always something that just like sucks you in a little bit. You're like, oh, I could get with this. All right, all right. And Jason knows it too, because yesterday he was like, I think there was a movie we found. I forgot what it was, but it was Liam Neeson was in it, and he's like, "You want to watch this?" I was like, "Yeah, let's watch it." He's like, "Yeah, I know you haven't gotten a dose of Liam in a while," because he knows that I like movies with him in it. Now there are movies. Now I'm sure that obviously you don't know about everybody's personal preferences, like the actors and actresses, because you don't know them on a personal level. But when you hear certain things about certain people in their real life, I feel like that kind of takes away from if you'll watch them or not as well, right? So like when you hear about like I used to watch Mark Wahlberg all the time. Used to love his movies. Until I read some things about him and things that I just didn't like hearing about, and so I won't support him anymore. And so it's just things like that. So it just then you kind of look at it differently. You're like, I'm not gonna watch this guy, because then you can't stop thinking about that. It's kind of like I used to listen to Puff Daddy songs all the time. But, same with R. Kelly, and then they just had to go and ruin it. So, anyway, we're getting way off topic. Way down. We went way down the rabbit hole, Sandra. So, my point being that I have started watching, like, I'll watch shows like that with Jack, like House and Bones and whatever, NYPD, whatever. But when those parts come on, you should see me. I'm like covering my eyes, my ears. I'm like, because I just feel uncomfortable. I don't know. Jason's like, oh, well, he's like, that's normal to show affection for when you love someone, like that. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know, not full on like making out on the screen. I'm like, no, I'll pass. Thanks. Bye. Anyway. We're going to show you the babies that I got. So can you guys guess which one? Which two do you think I got? I will tell you I did not get doubles. So I got 2 out of these 4. So do you guys want to take any final guesses? I guess I'll show you these quickly first. Okay. Do you remember which ones I said I wanted? Or the order I said for my last video? So what I said was 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe that's how it went. And so now, here, why don't you hold those, sweetheart? You look so cute over here, my baby. Wait till I tell you her name. I originally picked Gretel, but I knew that name sounded familiar from somewhere, and I couldn't think of where, and I'm like, and then Danny reminded me, and I'm like, shit, forget it, can't name her that. So changed the name, but I think I picked another one that's really good. I did kind of go back and forth with Heidi. I think that's a really cute name, Heidi, but of course my kids got a giggle about it, especially Danny. He's 8 years old, and he's like, you can't name your baby Heidi. I'm like, why not? He's like, because it sounds too close to Heine. I'm like, no, it doesn't, Danny. But kids, especially at that age, they're like, Heidi. No, the reason I couldn't name her Heidi really was because then I thought of Chucky. Heidi ho, friends to the end, Heidi ho, ha ha ha. So it can't be Heidi. So I think the name that I came up with for her is very fitting for her. I went back and forth with Emily. I like Emily, but that's the name of the girl. I kind of, we almost got in a fight back in high school. So can't do that. But anyway, Let me show you the babies. So the first one I got, now I don't have, well, I'll show you. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Happy Valentine's Day. By the way, thank you so much, Amanda. I love them. Love them both very much. I would have loved any of them, but now Danny wants to get more, of course. And he also wants to get other, of course, blind bags, balls, whatever it may be. He just wants to open some stuff. So, I think for his birthday's in April, I think I might just get him a bunch of blind bags, to be honest with you, because, well, I did pre-order 4 of the Amazing Digital Circus full-size plush, like the authentic ones. Authentic. Are they called authentic? The real ones, not bootleg. And they are actually coming from Glitch. That's the company. But now Amazon's going to be carrying them. So that's why they're a pre-order. Because I guess they ordered so many that are coming over on the boat or what have you. I don't know. So here is the first one I got. Dun, dun, dun. So I got this beautiful basket. So this is the first one I wanted. This is the one I wanted the most out of all of them. And I'm so happy that I got it. Now, this is the one where Danny was saying, I got it, Mommy, I got it. Because these branches come separate. And you have to add each little flower to it. And what I noticed is each flower is a different color. Well, there's like 5 of the darker pink, 5 of the lighter. So I kind of wanted to mix them, And then he originally put them on backwards. So he had the flower facing downward. I guess you could do it that way too, depending on how you want it to look. But he was just so cute. And I was like, Danny, let me help you. And he's like, no, Mommy, I'm going to do it. I wanted to put it together for you. He says, think of it as I'm doing this for you, for your Valentines. I'm like, okay. But he had a lot of fun with them, and I'm happy. It gave him something to do, as well. So it was something we did together, I feel, because a lot of times, how many pictures can you draw? How many things can you color? How many times can you make, a hamburger out of Play-Doh? I mean, it's a lot of the same activities. And I've tried so many other things, but he seems at his age to only like the surprise element in anything. He likes opening stuff, and I think any kid his age really does. But anyway, so I let him have fun with it. I knew he wasn't gonna like keep them or nothing, but anyway, so beautiful baby. Let's go over the basket first. So the basket comes in, you snap in the handle, and then these branches you snap in on either side, and then the flowers, like I said, you put one each. Can you see that, what I'm doing here? Yeah. And then the flowers you snap in one at a time. Now, I've seen a lot of people open these balls, but I have not seen this one yet. If you have it, let me know. I'm curious to know, because I know a lot of people did not get this one yet. Again, I don't watch everybody's channel. I just the ones that I have seen. I haven't really been watching a lot of anybody's videos. I mean, I watch the regular, obviously, anytime Christina posts a video, or Amanda, which they did post. I think Amanda posted one Saturday. And then Amanda posted one Saturday, and then Christina posted one yesterday. So, like, for sure, those are the ones I watch, whenever they're posted, I'll get a notification. And then Janice did 2 videos. Hey girl, I did watch them. I watched one this morning. The other one I watched yesterday, because I think the second one just posted this morning. But I watched it real early this morning, Janice. And I just want to say, thank you for being so vulnerable. I guess that's the word, and putting yourself out there and kind of explaining, to people in the community, what you go through, and how you handle things. And I think it's so nice to hear, other people's stories about things other than just the dolls, because that's what ultimately makes, a deeper connection between people. And so I know Alicia also made a video, and I'm so glad that Tony's feeling better, even if it's just a little bit. And I'm sorry that, now she said she was getting sick yesterday, that maybe she had caught something at the hospital. But even Alicia was saying in her video, because she opened Valentine's mail from me on the last video. So happy you guys like your treats, by the way. I thought you guys would appreciate those. So she was even saying that, it's more, she understands that it's more personal. You get to be, talking to people on another level, and you have better connections when you kind of put yourself out there more and not just stick to, the regular chat and change, and, kind of just talk more about other stuff other than just the dolls. So I know I'm happy to always do that with you guys, and I'm sure Jason would agree, because Jason's in here getting coffee, I guess. Are you getting coffee? You could sit in here if you'd like. I mean, I don't want to, like, I don't want to ban you to the get in the bathroom. Yeah, get in the bathroom. Where's that from? The Bronx Tale, right? Yeah. Get in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom. You could stay out here if you want. Yeah, I don't want you to, because it does get cold in the bedroom sometimes, especially because I don't have the heat on right now, and I won't put it on. Not when I'm doing a video. I don't want anything to distract the way you're able to hear my beautiful voice on this video. So, yeah, geez, I'll allow it. I'll allow Jason to come out. It's all right. You can come out of your room now.
I can come out of the shadows.
Yeah, come out of the shadows. So, anyway. So, yes. So, I thought that those videos, those are the ones I got caught up with. And, sometimes, and this, I was going to talk about this today, but maybe I'll just touch on it for now, and then, in another video, kind of get into it more. But, sometimes, well, a lot of times, life just gets busy, especially when you have a family. But even if you don't, your life just gets busy. And sometimes when you think, I don't know, you could be talking to somebody every day, all day, texting back and forth. And then, all of a sudden, lives become busier and busier, or maybe, people make, other friends, new friends, and there's only so many, minutes or hours in the day that you're able to, do that stuff, because then you also have to take care of the stuff that needs to get done. So, but it's nice to know that you still have, even though you may not be able to talk like you once did or had, it's nice to know that people still are kind of, how do you put it? In your corner, I guess, rooting for you, or that you're still there, you're still active, you're still in the community of that person.
Still in your life.
Right. And then there are other times when you feel like maybe something's just, not right, maybe something's off, and then you start to maybe question yourself, like, you ever do that? All the time. Yeah, it's so you just want to, be sure. And the best way, and I've said this because I've learned the hard way, okay, that in the past I've learned the hard way that sometimes it's better to just let the person know, what's the word I'm looking for? See, now you're making me all nervous sitting here looking at me. Let's see. Just let the person know. Like, if something's not right, like, don't sit in silence about it. Because then that's when things, maybe, like, if one person feels like something's off, but it's not, and then that's when things kind of get mixed up, And I've done that in the past with my previous, friendships and what have you. And I feel like a lot of stuff could be avoided by just being straightforward. And so that's what I've learned to do, and you can't, it's not like you could even, because what had gotten me in trouble in the past too was kind of asking friends for their advice on what they thought about the situation. So I don't do that no more neither. I don't do that shit no more. I learned my lesson big time with that. So I don't go and I'm not going to go ask, oh, well, what do you think of this? Do you think that? Nope, I'm not doing it anymore. If I have a question or a concern, I will just go straight to the person. There's just there's no point in that anymore. I feel like a lot of times it makes it worse when you go and, like, because that person sometimes doesn't even know what the hell's going on either. And they're like, what? No, I don't think anything's wrong. I don't think anything. And you may feel it, but the other person may be like, what? And I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything. Okay? I think way too much. Wait, talking about thinking out of the box, I think way out, like in the ocean, never mind out of the box. Like I'm way out there. So, that, whatever. It is what it is, right? I don't even know what the hell I was talking about, see? You come in here, you start staring at me. Jason will say he's not staring at me, but that's how we met, actually. Well, no, I don't want to say that's how we met. Well, when we did meet, he was staring at me at the mall. But besides that, when we first started hanging out, fun fact, when we first started hanging out, I always wanted to go hang out at my girlfriend's house, my best friend, okay, at the time. And we always would go over there because she was, well, at the time she was dating what would then become Jason's best friend eventually, but he didn't know it yet. But anyway, so we used to go up to their trailer and hang out. And they lived quite a ways away, okay? It was a long drive. So whenever you would go up there, usually you were there for hours because there was no point, or you would just stay over until the morning. Because a lot of times when we would go up there, no, every time, we would be drinking. But Jason didn't drink at that time. Jason was goody two-shoes until he got with me, all right? He didn't drink, he didn't smoke, he did nothing. Jason did nothing. He's shaking his head no. Then he met me and my family. And that was it. It was over. It was done. It was a done deal. That was it. There was no turning back. If I could turn back, if I could find a way.
How are you not cold?
Anyway, I am kind of cold. I think I'm turning blue.
Yeah, you are.
Anyway, listen. So let me just tell my story, okay? So, are you keeping track of time? What time is it? Because I need to show the Valentines stuff before the kids get home.
2:10.
2:10. All right. Oh, okay. I better be quick with this story, and then I'll just show quick. So, so we would go hang out. We would drive all the way up there. We would go hang out. And so, like I said, Jason didn't drink at the time. So we would go to the deli, whatever, the store. I think there was like one store in town over there, or the gas station, I think it was. Right? It was like just it was like a gas station that you go, a convenience store. Yeah, in town. Anyway. So, they did live right in the same parking lot as the firehouse. So that was kind of cool. That was good. And I remember she taught me how to drive, stick shift. So I never learned how, but she had a car. She had just bought that car, actually. How did she buy that car?
Insurance. Didn't you get a Southern or something?
She got some kind of money. I forgot from where. I don't know. But she got some kind of, maybe insurance. I don't know. So she bought a new car. What was it? A Sunfire? Sunbird? What the hell was it?
Something like that.
Sunfire, something like that. But it was what does he call it? That's stick shift. What do you call it? Standard. No, it didn't drive regular. You had to move the stick.
Yeah, it's called a standard.
It's called the standard. If you need something to do, I'm sure the curtains are dry. You can hang them up for me.
No, I'm fine.
All right. So, wasn't sure if I bore you with my stories.
No,
all right. Okay. Yeah, you look like an Eskimo. Anyway, so she was teaching me how to drive. I don't know if it was that night, but I almost drove straight into the firehouse because there was like something in the middle. I don't know if it was a tree in the middle of the parking lot, but it was a gravel parking lot. And so I was trying, she was telling me, okay, just, go around. But the thing I couldn't understand is because she was helping me with the stick shift itself, like my hand was over hers, but the pedals is what I couldn't figure out. Like she would say to ease off one of them and then press on the gas, or the other way around. I could never figure it out. So I'm like, okay, I can't drive this. Anyway, so anytime we would go up there, like in the beginning of our relationship, um, we would be drinking, dancing, the music would be pumping. What's that song we would say? Come on, ride the train. You're on it. Is that how it goes? I don't even know. But that was one of the famous songs. And then we would get, as it got further into the night and we got more drunk, we would, change to Air Supply or, something like that. Where you would have to, you'd have no choice but to cry, because you're drunk at that point. And it's like so sad. But anyway, so every time I would look out of the corner of my eye, Jason was staring at me. And I never understood why. At first I thought, okay, what kind of creepy shit is this, But I would always be looking. And then even my friend, she would be like, when we go to the bathroom, she would be like, why does he keep staring at you like that? Why does he keep staring at you like that? I said, I don't know. He just likes to look at me. So I found out later on, years later, that he was just nervous. He was just nervous about being there. I guess the whole scene.
Yeah, I didn't know nobody.
Yeah, he didn't really know anybody, and like.
You were the only person I knew.
Right, right. I was the only person he knew there, so he would just stare at me, I guess, and not have a panic attack. Like he was just. He said he was just nervous about just the whole scene. So I was like, well, why didn't you say anything? And then the first Easter we were together, he bought me this.
Yeah, it was terrible.
He bought me this bunny rabbit. The thing was so fucking ugly.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell kind of rabbit is this? Out of all the rabbits in the store, you picked the worst one.
Yeah. It was terrible.
Listen, guys, I know some of you out there are probably like, is she serious right now? She's laughing at a rabbit that her husband... Listen, we've been together for almost 30 years, okay? So we can laugh about it now. If you can't laugh about the little things like that, then you're never going to make it in your marriage. Hate to tell you. Nope. Nope. Anyway, so we're over that now.
I guess it was pretty ugly.
At least you admit it now. So you think it was pretty ugly?
I guess in retrospect.
Yeah.
But I thought of you. That's what I mean.
Yes. Of course.
Well,
of course.
If it was from a supermarket, what'd you expect? I just wanted to get you something.
When me and Jason were first hanging out too, right? I tried to set him up with this girl that worked at the supermarket, speaking of supermarkets, because he liked her, but he was too embarrassed and shy and he didn't know what to say. So I told him, I said, this is no time to be shy. I said, just go in there and ask her on a date. Simple. Just go in. She was working at the register. Her name was Shelby, right? Shelby. And I said, just go in there and say, hey, Shelby, are you busy this weekend?
I need a blanket.
Would you like to go on a date? I'm talking about Shelby and you need a blanket,
yeah,
really.
No,
anyway, so he did. He took my advice. He went in. He asked her, and then he came back out to the car. I said, well, what'd she say? And she said no. Oh, memories.
Oh, yeah.
I have other memories, but I can't say them on here. Anyway, Christina knows. Anyway, so this is the basket. And then it came with this adorable little fluffy, furry rug. I think it's a rug. Like, I know it's to line the basket, but when me and Danny were playing little babies, because these are the perfect size to use with the princess castle that Christina got me for my birthday or for Christmas it was. So we use this as a little furry rug, like in front of the baby crib and all that, like for the little nursery, to make it look a little more cozy. Um, and oh, what I didn't finish telling you guys was that Zuru makes the pregnant mommies now. And then you can, oh wait, did I finish telling you guys that? Oh, they're only available in Canada as of now. So you can only buy them in Canada. So Belinda, if you're watching this, go check it out because they said they're only available in Canada right now. So you'll be the first one to get them. Wouldn't they be cool? Come on, Belinda, go get them, Belinda. Go get them. You'll be the first to have them.
Is there any chance for heat?
And then no, I don't put the heat on when I'm doing my video.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. The baby itself is actually really, really cute. The first thing I noticed, to be honest with you, is they are hand painted for sure. Definitely for sure. The hair is even painted nice. Look at that. Isn't that cute? That's painted, guys. Really, really cute. Excuse the skin peeling off my finger like a banana. But, that's the Lasix, like I said. It's making my skin really, really dry and crumbly like an old woman.
I can lotion you up.
Anyway, what?
I could lotion you up.
Yeah, so you could do that. No, you can't anymore. Kids are going to be home soon. Anyway, she comes with this really cute ballerina tutu dress. Really, really cute. And then, this headband is hard plastic. You just slide it over her head. She also, these have little attached undies, so no diaper. She does come with, my jaw again. She does come with a miniature pacifier, believe it or not, and it does work, fits in her mouth. But I still have it, but it did get temporarily lost on the pink rug, believe it or not. Because Maggie was playing with the babies with Danny. And so I guess Danny had given the basket to Maggie to hold, and then the pacifier popped out of her face. So I told Jack, my oldest son, because he doesn't like the dolls at all. He's like, he wouldn't even touch this one. I said, well, when you want to hold the new one? He's like, hell no. No, I don't want to hold her neither. So I said, okay, then come watch TV with us. Okay, let's watch a show together as a family. And he says, well, I don't want to, the whole thing, Jack doesn't really complain about it, but he'll say no. He'll just say no. And that's it, So I said, okay. I said, if you really don't want to watch anything, where are you going?
I need to put layers on.
Oh my God. If you really don't want to watch TV with us, then I said, now I didn't think, right, that in a million years that he would find this freaking pacifier on the floor. Okay. I said, if you could find the baby's pacifier, then you could go play with your friends in your room. Well, not in his room, online in his room. Let's make that clear, And so now this is like a shaggy type rug, this pink rug. And so he sits down on the rug. He says, what does it look like? I said, it's a pink, tiny pacifier, small enough to fit in her mouth. And when I tell you, it took the kid 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes, to find the freaking thing. And I'm like, are you serious? You really found it right now? And he's like, yep, found it. Bye. See you later. So I'm not going to take it out because it is in one of the balls right now. And I don't want to chance it, but it does fit in her mouth. She's a beautiful medium skin tone baby. What I noticed though is, and even Ethan, when he's seen her, he was like, yo, why is she sunburned though, bro? Just like that. He said, yo, why is she sunburned though, bruh? I said, I don't know, bruh. I don't know. I don't know why. But she does have that sunburned look to her, which It's still cute. You know, don't get me wrong. It's adorable. But compared to the other ones, now, we already did have this baby in the cradle. And this one came from Lisa over at Blue Grandma's. She had sent me Happy Mail last year, and she sent the baby the one of the surprise mini balls. This was the first one I ever got. I never actually bought any of these on my own because usually when I have the money to buy them, they're you can't find them. They're sold out. So but anyway, so we've had this one for quite some time, quite a while. And what I noticed is there's a drastic difference in the size of the baby and the details. So this baby is way more detailed than the other ones were. Just in general, you know, I think that the new ones are hand painted, like a real Reborn, whereas these I feel are not. These were just, you know, a factory doll. Hey, Christina, you laughing at me? Don't be laughing at me, girl. My bestie over there, she's laughing. Oh, because I know what she's laughing at now. Because before I started the video, I sent her a selfie of me with my lips pouted, and I said I look like, now I really look like Rosalie's mom. You know, just being silly, just being silly. I still love Rosalie. I would love to get one. I really would. And I might still get her. Maybe like the end of the year when I get one. It might be Rosalie. I don't know. Unless there's a new, you know, a new face. But as of now, I do still have my authentic Reborn coming from Anna. I don't know if she's going to be here in time for Valentine's Day though, but sometime this month. And so I'm looking forward to that one. And that is a long, well, not long sold out. It just sold out. That's how quickly this kit came in and was gone. It was gone within, I think she said within the first 10 minutes of them releasing it to McPherson, it was done. So, very excited to get this one. And then in March is Samuel, so by Cassie Brace. So I'm very excited about getting that one as well. I've seen Amanda's on her channel unboxing Samuel, and he looks like a chunk of monk. I don't know if anybody else has that kit. Christina, do you have that one too? You might have Samuel. I forgot. But it's the Cassie Brace Samuel, not Sam by G. Legler. It's not the Sam that I've had 1,000 times. This one I've never had in my collection before. So I'm very excited to have him. I've only ever had one other Cassie Brace kit in my collection, I believe, which was Maeve. And I was looking back at pictures of the Maeve that I had. And he too was painted by Anna. And I remember I named him Kermit, because he looked like a little frog to me. He was so cute. And actually Jason liked that one too. But I do miss that one. But that's a long sold out kit. And even to just find the kit itself would probably cost you hundreds, you know. But anyway, can't keep them all, can't have them all. But I am excited to be getting that one. And the one that's coming this month, that's going to be exciting. But anyway, so, yeah, you could tell, like, this one has so much more detail in it than that one. So that's the older one, the older style. So now, let me show you the second baby that I got in the Valentine's balls. And they remind me of the lottery, these balls.
You said balls.
What?
No, it's funny. I
said balls, so you're laughing at me? Okay. Oh, the baby's small. All right. Doesn't this remind you of, like, the lottery? Remember when they picked the...
I'm Yolanda Vega.
Yeah, remember? Yolanda Vega. Is she still on there?
I don't know.
Oh my God, that was so long ago. Yolanda Vega.
New York.
Yeah. Oh, she's not everywhere for the lottery?
No.
Oh.
She's just in New York.
Oh, okay. So if you're in New York, then if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. All right, so that was the first one. So then the second one, keep an eye on the time because I don't want them to see the Valentines.
Yeah. Ow. Sorry.
What time is it?
2:30.
All right. So, oh, I forgot. Hand me that the little baby bunting thing and the hat. And I bet you guys are gonna guess now because I said the bunting and the hat. See that little red bunting up there?
This?
Yes. And then the hat. No, the hat's at the top of the castle. You see the top of the castle? No, not that. That's a cake.
Oh, all right. Oh, this.
So I had this out drying because honestly, when I opened this one, to me, it smelled like formaldehyde. It just had that like smell of like, not that I would know. It just had that like that nail smell, like a I don't know if nails are made of formaldehyde.
Just smell like chemical.
Yeah, it had a bad chemical odor.
Excuse me.
Formaldehyde. Oh my gosh. So, I had to wash it right away because it was just too, it just wasn't healthy. It just wasn't healthy to keep like that, But anyway, so this baby this baby was second on my list. So there's my little wee willy winky. That's what it reminds me of in this hat. And if you ever collected Lee Middleton dolls back in the day, they had a little boy with the little love face. He had the open mouth so you could suck his thumb or a pacifier. And he came with a hat. I think his outfit, though, was a white top. And then it had the red and white striped pants. And then the hat was just like this. Like it was long like this. And then it had the knotted top. And his name was Wee Willie Winky because it was around Christmas time, right? And he had the, like the, what is it, a nursery rhyme? No, it's a what? No, that that was a different doll. Oh. Santa's Little Helper. He came with reindeer. They actually had a girl and a boy. Those were really cute, those dolls. Santa's Little Helper. What?
Bears, mohair bears.
The mohair bears from Lee Middleton and Reva Schick. Those were really, really cool. Linda Henry actually made the bears. Yes, Linda Henry made the bears. And she tried sculpting a couple dolls as well. But I preferred the bears from Linda Henry. I thought those were the cutest things. And one of them, there was a couple of them that could suck their thumb or a pacifier. But I think Hush a Bear, right? Hush a Bear was the only one. Coco, we named her. Yeah. She was the only one that could suck a pacifier, or the only one that came with one. But the other ones, they had Honey Bear and Sleepy Bear. Remember Sleepy Bear? He was all white mohair with gorgeous bright blue eyes. Gorgeous teddy bear. That one came in like a blue sleeper, a baby blue sleeper, and he had the hat kind of like this too. Those were they were like 19-inch, full weighted, heavy, soft mohair bears, and they were fully articulated. You could move their head back and forth, their arms, everything. They were jointed, and they were so cute because you can turn their heads to like lay on your shoulder like you were holding like a baby bear. It was so cute. And then after those, of course, came Charlie bears, which were a little bit more expensive than the Middleton bears. Which, do you remember, Charlie bears?
No.
You don't remember Kodak and Oh my gosh. I had maybe four of them at once. There was a panda. They were big too.
I don't
They were
remember.
20-inch bears. One was a panda, one was a like a brown bear.
I remember. I remember a panda that you mentioned.
Um I still have a picture of one of them. In fact, Jack loved those bears, and he would it was in fact it was the same time I had the standing Himstead dolls and the masterpiece when they were all in the bedroom, all standing against the wall, remember? Do you remember that? It looked like I had my own little army in there. They were all standing up, and I hardly had anything for them to sit in. At that time, I wasn't into baby dolls like that. I loved the bigger toddler dolls,
Yeah.
like the ones that were standing, and some of them could sit too, but nothing where I would need like a crib or bassinet or anything like that. Because they were all big enough dolls that they were toddlers. They weren't babies.
Do you remember who your first reborn was?
Behringers or like
Yeah,
the
the
kits.
Behringers.
Well, there was my very first one back in the day.
Yeah,
Pebbles.
Pebbles, right?
Yep, Pebbles and Bubbles.
Pebbles.
Jenny. We named the one Jenny, the one with the brown mohair wig, and the other had a carrot red mohair wig. I remember, and that was Bubbles. And this face was hugely popular when they first started reborning the Behringer dolls. I remember I got both of them at the same time from Jody Claus. Remember Jody? Um, and there was another girl that she had amazing pictures of all of the dolls and teddy bears, and her name was Jolene. And they would post beautiful photographs on Doll Talk, Doll Chatter. I've told you guys about this many times before. But beautiful photos. And it was so nice back then because it was kind of like our own little Instagram, I guess. But it was just it was more like close knit, like everybody knew everybody on that site. Basically, they had a separate forum for like dolls for sale, then they had one for dolls for trade, and then they would have just like the general discussion forum, so you could go on there, post pictures of your babies, that day or after you redress them, or that's how you met people, and you would talk back and forth. I met quite a few people there that oh my god, and then Noreen, remember
Noreen, I was thinking
Noreen?
about her. Yeah.
But I didn't meet her there. Noreen I met through Web TV,
Yeah.
but it must have been, I forgot how I originally got her number, but we started talking back and forth. It was this older woman, and she just started talking. You meet some people and they just like to talk, right? They like to talk about their life and everything. And she was an older lady, and her husband's name was Joe, and she had a granddaughter, Amy, and the granddaughter just had a baby boy, Joey, and she would just talk to me and talk to me about just everything. We were right back and forth and back and forth, and um, it became so like what's the word, like, then her husband got sick. I remember he got sick, Joe, and then there was just things that she would, we would talk back and forth about, and it was just nice. We had a nice friendship, even though she was an older woman at the time. She had so I had purchased a Lee Middleton from her, um, Honey Love, Brittany. Brittany was her name. And this was just around the time I think that Britney Spears had made her debut. And I was so heavily into Britney, and so was my sister. Anyway, so I named the doll Britney. Um, and when I got the doll, it reeked of smoke. And I was so upset because I loved the doll. But I didn't sell the doll. I kept it. I cleaned her up. I put dryer sheets on her. I stuck her in a bag. I don't know. I did all kinds of shit, remember? Because I loved the doll and I wanted to keep her. And I think that it meant more to me. And I didn't say anything to her neither, because that was kind of one of my lessons about with the doll collecting, is that from that point, I made it a point to always ask if it's from a smoke-free home, because once you experience, like, normally people may not think about that to ask. And a lot of times when I say that, people will be like, "Oh, that was a good question, to ask." Because if you don't go through something, like, right, that's like with a lot of other things in life. If you don't go through something yourself,
Sure.
then you don't know because you haven't had that experience, so you don't know what to ask. So now I always ask that. Then I had another terrible experience with the smell of dogs.
Mm.
Really, really bad. Like, I mean, it's like this person must have had 15 dogs and let them lay all over the doll. It was that bad. Um, Plus the stuff that I got with the dog. I mean, it was covered in it. It was, I could, listen, I know there's some people out there that take very good care of their pets and their home, and that, the doll would never leave their house like that. I get it. That's not what I'm saying. But there are other people out there that will just keep the doll on the same couch, and the dog is rolling all over it and, licking it and whatever.
10 minutes, they'll
Um
be home.
okay. So, but it's just those experiences. So, like, there are still, people that I may buy from down the road, that do have pets, and I have bought from people that have pets. But you have to kind of know the person a little more than just randomly saying, I have pet, even till this day, like, I purchased Danny something on Mercari, and I asked, if it was from Smoke Free Pet Free Home, da da da. They answered back and they said that they have one dog, but the dog is old and it stays in one spot in the house and it never leaves that spot. So I'm like, okay, all right. um, and he really wanted this, and you can't find it on Amazon or nothing like that. So, um, I looked at the other auctions or listings that this seller had up. Um, and I will just say that pictures say 1,000 words, because if you see pictures and most of them show that there is dog hair all over, or there's, you know, I mean, I've seen ones that even like showed that people have ashtrays in the background of doll pictures, okay? Or just like nasty stuff around. I would never buy from that person, because you already get that kind of idea in your brain that, okay, well, if this is how they're willing to put up pictures for a listing, then chances are it's not really a good idea, um but this particular seller had other things up, and you can see their house and you could see the background, and everything looked clean and nice. And in fact, they had, like, it looked like they had just gotten new flooring, and it looked to me like I felt safe, in other words, purchasing the item. So just be like I always tell you guys, be aware, right? I tell my kids the same thing. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware when you're out, and if something doesn't look right, doesn't feel right, then it's probably not right. So just move on. But like I said, you can tell a lot. You can tell a lot by pictures. And that's important when you're buying dolls and anything else online, because you just don't know. So just check out your pictures. Ask for more pictures. I always say that too. Ask for more pictures. Ask for, like, you could even ask for pictures, like, you need more pictures, like, in more sunlight, or more like, I don't know. Just ask. Just ask, guys.
Angles.
Yeah, different angles. Just ask, if you're ever interested in something, ask, because you just never know. That being said, like I said, there have been dolls where I thought the dolls were adorable, like on Mercari, I'm talking about. And you go, and you go look, and you're like, like, the doll's cute, but it ain't that cute where I'm gonna chance any of that shit. Okay. But anyway, um yeah, so this baby is absolutely adorable. Love this one. Came with the little red bunting and the little hat with the heart on the end, the little heart pillow, which I thought was really adorable. This one also came with the little fur insert that does come out, and this is a really pretty thick, like, velvety covered looking woven type basket. It's pink on the inside, red on the outside. So that's really cute as well. The baby is adorable. Love the baby. Let me show you the baby quick and then we'll move on. 10 minutes? Oh my Lord. All right. I'm going to have to go through this quick. We could always get back to the baby too, but look how cute, guys. Aww. And what I noticed, I know he's got little fuzzies on his head from the hat. Look. Wait. Oh. But that is painted hair. I think that's really cool because that's painted hair. It looks almost like it's rooted. At first I thought it was rooted, but it's really cute. It's painted. And it has the blushing and everything. This one did not come with a pacifier, even though it has the open mouth. And just the painting of the baby is really, really cute. They made these babies... Oh, there's his butt. There's butt cheeks. They made these babies chunkier as well than the first series. So, keep that in mind. Here, I'll just show you quick. Well, if they come in, like, I might have to cover that and then you, like, but Ethan's going to come out here and I can't have him see that, so. But see, just quick comparison. Look how much bigger this baby is than this one. So this is the new ones. These are the older, when they first came out, I guess. So, I mean, that's a huge difference, you know, and this baby's just chunkier all around, I think. It's a chunkier baby. Okay. Thank you so much, Amanda. I love my new babies. And Danny he really wanted the Asian one. So maybe I'll try and get a couple more next month. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. So thank you for those. Okay. I still have Happy Mail to open too, guys. So I don't know. And all Jason could see is that he's freezing. He's like, what's the temperature in here? 60 degrees? It is not. Okay, I'm going to just show them this stuff quick. Is that door locked? Make sure it's locked so that they have to knock. Okay. Let me know if it's like close. Okay. I'm going to go through this real quick. So for my boys, I just got them a little thing. Oh, hi, Suzanne. Package didn't come. All right, I'm going to look. I'll look it up when I'm done here, okay? It said it was out for delivery, so I hope it didn't get delivered somewhere else. It's coming through the post office. Okay, so I bought these little bags, which I thought were really cute. You get 2 different ones in each bag. So I got, because I have three boys. Well, 4, but you know. Mm-hmm. I may make him one. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe he'll get the leftovers. You know, whatever's left over from the... So, I got 2 sets of them. So these are the same. So I don't know who's going to get the same 2. I don't know. These are really cute, actually. Let's see how big these are. Wait. Really nice ribbons, too. Look. These are, like, really nice. These are like shoelace ribbons. Look. Oh, I got to tie a knot in them, I think. Oh, I see. No. They go like this. I still should probably tie a knot because I bet they'll... I don't know. Yeah. Oh, and I also wanted to show you guys, but I don't know if I'll do it today, but I got another pair of sneakers because the Hello Kitty ones are adorable and they do fit, but my feet were really swollen when I tried them on, so probably once the swelling goes down, they'll fit good. But I think those are just going to be to wear out. And then I bought ones to wear in the house, so I got a size up. I didn't try them on yet, but I figured they were better because they came in a wide size. So I got the wide and a size up. So I usually wear a 10 regular, and I got the 11 wide. And I bought a pair of flip-flops, too, in the 11 wide, and those fit great with my swollen feet. The sneakers, I don't know, because they look kind of narrow, don't they? Yeah. I mean, for a wide shoe, it looks the same width as the Hello Kitty one. They're the same style, so I figured that they would work the same, but they're not the same brand. So the Hello Kitties are obviously by, what's it? Sanrio? Whoever Hello Kitty is by. They were like authentic shoes. The other ones that I got are the same style, but they're just, Jason says they look like bowling shoes. Whatever. The size. What?
All that matters is
Yeah.
comfortable.
The sides of them, it's like a cream colored shoe, and then the sides and the back are like a green color. I don't usually like green, but they were on clearance, so I figured I'll try them. But I can't even imagine what the regular width looks like, because if the wide width looks
Narrow.
the same as the other ones, it just, that goes to show you, it's just like the brand, right? Just like with the sizing of clothes and baby stuff and all that, it just goes by the brand. So anyway, so we got this cute little bag. It's pink background. It says Happy Valentine's Day with red hearts on it. And then, yeah, I like these. Look, isn't that nice, that string? Mm-hmm. Really cute. So then the other one is a red background, and it has all these little, look, there's a lollipop, a purple heart lollipop, and then it has the conversation hearts all in different colors that say love, sweet thing, lucky me, kiss, kiss, be mine. I'm going to have to give this one to Danny. Or you thought I was going to say you?
No.
I'm just kidding. I might have to give you the other one, because the kids, the teenagers will be like, ew. So these will be good for them. Happy Valentine's Day. So I think we could get a good amount in here, right? So I already had tissue paper. So I'm just going to use, either the gold or the thing. So I didn't have to buy extra tissue paper. Okay, so this is not going to fit in there. But that's okay, because this is for me. This is my Valentine's heart. But I'm not allowed to open it until Valentine's Day, so I have to save it. But I seen these, and I never heard of these kind before. They are Hershey Kisses, but they are chocolate dipped strawberry flavor. So they're extra creamy milk chocolate with strawberry filled centers.
Interesting.
Look at that, guys. Look at that strawberry center dripping out of there. And it feels like there's it says servings per container, 3.5. Why would they do 3.5? Right, exactly.
There's
Why?
No such thing as a half.
Right. There's no such thing as a serving with a heart this small. And then, hey, I figured I could treat myself for Valentine's, okay? Because I've been doing good this week, I feel. I've had grapes. I've been drinking more water because I'm extra thirsty from the medication.
Yeah.
What else have we really, I've been eating salads all week. Yesterday I had a chicken cutlet. The day before I had with sausage on it, right? And ravioli we had for lunch yesterday. Those beef ravioli and meat. You know what it tastes like? Taco meat. It tastes like a taco, like if you go to Taco Bell and they stuffed a ravioli with the Taco Bell meat. To me, that's what it tastes like. I think, because we already mixed them all with the sauce, which, by the way, I put them away, okay, because you were leaving them out, because I know you didn't like them, but, still. Anyway, it would have been good if it was if you put, hot sauce and sour cream on them, instead of putting them in,
meat pockets.
Yeah, like little meat pockets. Right, it tastes like, when you get those, what are those things called? The Jamaican beef patties. Like that filling, that type of meat in it. That's what it was like. So it wasn't like an Italian meat ravioli. It was like a paste.
Even like Chef Boyardee.
No, I thought this was better than Chef Boyardee. It's just a different taste. Yeah. Chef Boyardee has those little bone pieces in it. I can't eat it. Ugh. I would never eat that. Ugh. And I remember my mother would never buy that neither when we were young. She was like, you guys ain't eating that. And I don't blame her. I don't buy Chef Boyardee neither. Sometimes the kids will take them home from school, but I won't buy them. Ugh. Anyway, so these sound really good. So 3.5 servings per container. And their serving size is, can you guess how many?
2.
Really, Jason? One Hershey Kiss?
Yeah, well,
what?
Never know nowadays.
No, it's actually pretty good.
3?
6.
Oh.
So you get 6 Hershey, unless they're miniature. That'll be a laugh, right?
So about 18 kisses?
So, yeah, there's about 18 in here. Sounds good to me. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll let you guys know.
5 minutes.
All right. All right, so first I'll show you then the candy. Because I did get them a couple of non... How are we going to do this? Because I kind of want... No, you said 5 minutes.
Well, I was wrong.
All right, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
Who is it?
Is it Jack?
Okay, let him in. I'll have to... No, wait.
Hold on, Jack.
Wait. All right, okay. All right, go ahead. I'm on... Hold on. Okay, the kids are home, so I'm just waiting for Ethan to come in because he's going to have to go use the bathroom anyway. So let him go, and then I'll show them quick while he's in the bathroom. So, well, yeah, lock the door.
Yeah, it's locked.
Okay, anyway, so, yeah, so this I'm going to go through quick, this part of the video. So, with the tissue paper, that, and then I got them each their own bag of ring pops, so they're in pink and red. Tongue painters, color your tongue. Cherry craze and strawberry.
Hold on.
See, I talk too much. Hold on. Okay, guys. So they're in the bathroom. So let's get through this. Okay. So this. Then we got these ring pops. Be My Valentine ring pop, and you get 3 of them in each bag. So they each get their own little bag of these. And Jason's looking because I know he's going to say, oh, you got one for me? All right. So, oh, that fits good. That fits nice, right? I don't know if I'm going to wrap each little thing maybe with tissue paper. I don't know. So they have something open with those. All right. Then, now, my Jackie Poo. Only Jackie Poo likes the Reese's. So, I got him these Reese's peanut butter hearts. They're the snack size, you know, but you get 4 of them, so at least that's good, you know, so we'll put that right in there. And then for the other 2, I got them Kit Kats. So those will go in theirs. And then I got them some... I'm not going to open these now, but Dum Dums. They are heart-shaped, cherry flavored. And I'm sure these things are really small, but classroom exchange. No, actually, I'm feeling them. They're pretty thick compared to those other ones that I got for the classroom.
Charms are usually big.
Yeah, these are. But those other ones were, these are Dum Dums. Charms are the other ones. Those are thin.
Right.
These Dum Dum ones are big. Wow, wow, that's a big lollipop. I love how they put in the back now. Look at all these things. It says made free of major allergens. No peanuts, no tree nuts, no milk, no eggs, no fish, no shellfish, no wheat, no gluten, no sesame.
There's no fish in there.
Now, when we were young, I'll just say this. There was no bullshit like this on the back of no lollipop bags, okay? The only thing I remember is, like, peanuts, right? Even then, I don't remember. Do you? Like, there was none of this bullshit. We are all still here, okay? We all survived, okay? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, why would there be crabs in lollipops?
Crabs.
I don't know. But anyway, so there's enough of these. It says there's 22 lollipops in here, so they'll get a handful apiece. And maybe if Jason's lucky, I'll give him a couple in his bag. But I'm not opening them until I make the bags. So,
Okay.
so they got their chocolate, they got their ring pops, they got their Dum Dum heart lollipops, and then I got these, which I think this is so adorable. This whole container, right? These are Smarties.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 44 rolls. And they say on it Valentines or something. Be My Valentines. This is really, really cute. This was so inexpensive. Like, and there's a lot in here. I think this was like $3.50. And you get like 44, it says, rolls in here. That's not bad. And these are the real Smarties. They're not like bootleg Smarties. These are real. Made in Canada.
Nice.
The real thing, you see. Made in Canada. It says made in Canada for the candy company in Union, New Jersey. But they're still made in Canada. Okay. I wonder how much the tariffs were on this. Let's see. Smarties Candy Company guarantees that Smarties are made from only quality ingredients, which means no shellfish included. We are proud of our product and hope you share our belief that Smarties is the finest candy of its type available. Hey Smartie, try our giant Smarties candy rolls. Sweet moments since 1949. And I'm reading that because this was one of my mom's favorite candies. My mom loved anything like this with the sour, like the
Tart.
Yeah, the tart, right? Like sweet tarts and like that. So, yeah, she loved these. So I got these because not only do the kids like, well, Jack doesn't. I don't think he really likes. I know Danny loves them.
Yeah, I like them.
But I got this mostly for my mom. And also, I had made my mom a picture frame to put our picture in. And when I guess I should have sealed it, or I should have known that eventually. I didn't think that these kind of candy would mold.
Well, yeah.
Well, because they're, yeah, but they were in plastic. But anyway, I had glued I had made a border out of these, like in the plastic, like, I used the whole thing and made a border around our picture as like a frame. And I hot glued each corner, but I didn't seal the actual plastic itself. And I guess Jason's right, when moisture gets in it. So when I went to dust off our picture and her what do you call it, her box, I don't know, I went to dust off her, because I have her candle and some beads and stickers and just everything that I keep around my mom. I dust her off every now and then. So I went to look, and yeah, the candy was green and like hairy. So it wasn't good. So I was like, oh, I better get some new ones and start again. But anyway, so I'd like to give my mom a couple of these for Valentine's Day, just put them up in her box. But anyway, so the heart lollipops, a handful of these, and then they got their chocolate and their ring pops. So that's it for the goodies, okay? And then, hold on, guys. Okay, so then I got them each a memo pad, because you can never, I should have got myself one, now that I think about it. Just a little notebook. This is good for taking notes or writing a list or whatever you'd like to do. So we'll put one of those in there. Then I got them each sticky notes, and I didn't know they were going to send me all the same colors, but same for the notebooks, but I guess they just grabbed whatever was there. Because this was Walmart delivery. I thought they would mix it up a little bit, but they didn't. So, and it doesn't matter anyway. But really cool, hot pink. I'm glad that they're pink, actually, because that's for Valentine's Day, right? So they each get a sticky note. And that's good for little reminders, too, right? Like to put your clothes into the dryer before you go to sleep. No, I don't let my dryer run at night. But you know what I mean. It was just and then... I haven't decided yet. So I found these, and at first I was gonna get, like, they had all these really cute sets that I was gonna get them each a different one, because they had some really cute ones, but these were, I guess, like for like a party, like party pack. So there are 4 of each one, so I'll give them one of each style. So this is the yellow one, and then it has the pepperoni pizza on the top, and then this one is red, And it has the French fries at the top. Look at the eyes. It's so cute. So they'll each get one fry and one pizza. So, you know, this will be separated, which I thought, and they're capped, which I really like. So these are like for party favors, you know, but so they'll each get one of each color of those. And then I got them each one of these, and at first I was just going to get one for Danny, but, you know, they're these little mystery blind bag things. I was just telling you guys how they like the mystery. So these are mystery models, so you don't know what you're going to get, and it looks like it comes with little stickers, so you get one little thing and then stickers. And as I'm feeling them, they definitely feel like they are not the same, so they're all three are different, so that's really good. So they will each get one of those, and not that the older kids are really into this so much, but you know, for $1, I think it was like $1.25, something like that. Just a cute little extra something to throw in there. We each get one of those. And then that's it for like, well, this I think I'm gonna separate. So I was gonna so I mean, it's looking pretty cute, right? And then these I was just going to originally just give these all to Danny, but I think I'll separate them because there's 2 of each color. There's 12 in here, so I could give them 3 or 4 piece. So you know, of the different colors that they like. So I know definitely I would give Danny right off the bat red, blue, and yellow, because that's his Pomni colors. And then, you know, I know Jack and Ethan love green and purple, so it kind of evens out that way. But so these are just like little mini pens, little different colors. So I thought those were kind of cute, you know. So I'll throw a couple of those in each one. Don't let him come in here yet. And then these, again, I originally was going to just throw these in Danny's bag because I don't know really what the other kids will do with them. But I could, there's 20 of them in here, so I can just, they're kind of cool because they're thick. They're foam stickers, and they're all different color hearts. So there's pink and red and purple. Some of them are glittery and some are plain. So they can just like, you know, peel that and stick it to their, I'm sorry, I'm like breaking out or something as we're talking. I'm like getting a rash. Oh my God. Oh, my skin. Anyway. So, I hope there wasn't shellfish in that. I know. Oh God, I'm far from it. I'll eat shellfish all day long, every day. Just as long as I got the butter. It has to have the clarified melted butter. That's it. So I'll just probably, I'll wind up probably separating those and throwing a couple, you know, in the bag. And then the last thing is just for Danny, and that's because the other 2 aren't gonna, you know. But I got him these little tiny cans of Play-Doh in his favorite blue and red. So they didn't have yellow because I was gonna get yellow too, so you can make pomni with them. But I'm sure he'll figure it out. So he usually, right now, he's heavily into like the air dry clay. But I thought this was just a cute little extra and little change. You know, he could do whatever. I'm sure he'll use them, right? Just to make whatever. And they were 54 cents a can. So, I mean, you know, cheap little extra that he'll appreciate, you know. So, let's see how this will look in here. Again, I'm going to have to, this is Jack's because I put his candy in there, but I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like. I don't know if that's going to remain like that, you know. And then I got to throw some of these in there and then the pens. But it'll look really cute once it's done, right? Yeah. Really nice and full, full little bag. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you. And then I'll put a little piece of the tissue on top and then, you know, just set them out Friday night, you know. And then this way they wake up Valentine's Day and have a little treat to open. So, I don't want to leave the chocolate in there. What I should do is, I just want to put I think I'm just going to put the pens in here. Because they're making me a little nervous. I don't like, even though they're closed, I don't like keeping the pens with the, I don't know, with the food. Okay. So we'll just leave it like that. And then, all right, hold on guys, 1 second. Okay guys, so we're going to continue. So I am now going to bring on, well, you know what? Before we bring on my new baby, let me just show you over here quick, okay? And then we can bring her on. I could tell you her name and show you the product I got for her hair. And then we could get to the Happy Mail, hopefully. I might do that on a separate video because it's almost 2 hours now. So maybe I'll just do a separate Happy Mail box opening video in case you guys just want to see that. So let me show you though. This morning, guys, and I apologize for the lighting because it is way like cloudy out. I don't know what's going on. Looks like thunderstorms or something. The clouds are like black. But anyway, so I'm going to show you quick. I got huggable hangers and I was telling you guys about these in the last video. I had found a set on Walmart because I started looking on Amazon. But I wound up finding them at Walmart for $4.96 for a set of 10 hangers. So I grabbed 2 packs. And I wasn't sure how they were going to work with this. Because even though they are baby hangers, I wasn't sure if they were going to be too heavy, too light, too thick. I didn't know. I didn't know about these hangers. So I'm going to show you the hangers, how they look hung up. And then I'm going to show you the hangers that I was currently using, 2 or 3 of them of which came with the actual set, and then I was going to just switch the outfits to show you how they would look, but I don't know if I'm going to do all that in this video. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes, but let me bring you over here so you could see. Okay, so there we go. Okay, yeah, don't mind this. I'm going to explain this as well, but I moved the lamp over out of the corner. And so this is I can't see what I'm doing here. Hold on guys. Let me grab a hanger. Okay. So here is, you guys can kind of see all the hangers back there, right? I don't know if the angle, you might not be able to see it right. I'm sure you can, but anyway, so, these are what the hangers look like up close. So they're like, see how thin they are, but they are covered in this like soft velvety type fabric, I guess you could say. It has the 2 little notches on each side, to hold the clothes on better, or to put, I would think, like if you have like a tank top or something like that, I don't know, or a dress that has that kind of top. The top of the hanger is regular metal. It swivels so you can turn it, and that's about it, guys. I mean, it's a hanger. But they're thin, so you can't.
It was cute.
Okay. So, but they're thin, so you can fit more, on the rack. So that's why I wanted them as well. Plus, they look better, than a plastic hanger. They look more, a little bit more, And the color, like I was saying, I was looking to see, when I initially seen these, I was looking to see if they had more of a, I don't know, a mauve color or a light pink or something. But then I was thinking, I stopped looking because I was thinking that with this kind of fabric or this material, you don't want to have a darker color hanger and be afraid that it's going to get on the clothes, being that I have a lot of white clothing to hang up. So I think this will work for her, for the toddler clothes as well. So this is just one of the Gymboree sweaters that I got last week. So let's try it because I haven't tried to put anything on these hangers yet. So let's hope that let's hope that all goes well.
I'm sure it will. It's a hanger.
well, you never know. So that's Ethan. So now you guys know that Ethan is home. Oh, that's right. I already said he was home. But he's sitting in here with Jason as well. So, well, it could be that it doesn't fit the clothing, Ethan, because they are baby hangers. And this is
baby clothes?
No, this is a toddler clothes. So, can't you see it's like bigger? See, it's bigger than the baby clothes. But anyway, all right, guys, it works. So it went on the hanger. Look at this. Look. See? It's not going to fall off.
Whoa, it works just like a hanger.
No, if you do this with a plastic hanger, it could fall off. Okay, because this material grips better, so it hugs it. That's why it's called a huggable hanger.
Can I use this for my clothes?
Okay, no. You don't even like to hang up your clothes, period. So, anyway. So it fits. Looks nice, fits. We're going to see how it looks hung up. And we're going to hang the rest of them too, hopefully in this video. But really nice hangers. And like I said, see how thin the side view is? Yeah. So it works good, guys. All right. So let me hang this up 1 second. All right, guys. Well, some pros and cons to these hangers. And it's good that I'm testing them out for you, so you don't have to waste money. Let me waste the money for you. Okay. So what I'm realizing is the hangers that it came with actually are just this thin as the huggable hanger, okay? I actually like this because it has the little bow at the top and the design. But what I wanted to say was that... Why are you laughing at me now? What is so funny, Ethan? What is so funny? Okay. Thought so. Anyway, so what I realized is when I hung that up, you see, this hanger here is lower. It's lower. So when you hang the clothes up, the clothes are lower into the basket, which, you know, I may not be able to hang toddler clothes up here. Might just have to be for babies because it went too far down. Now, see, when I put this type of hanger up, look how far up this is from this one, you see? So, this one too. This one, now these are way fatter, this hanger, than this. I mean, look at that. I mean, you'd only be able to hang a few things, you know. These hangers I love, though. I got these when I used to buy, what kind of clothes came out here? Nanette, maybe? Were these from Nanette Clothes? It was a certain brand of clothing, dresses, I remember, that I used to buy, that they always came with one of these hangers. I forgot what brand, but I have several. So anyway, while these are nice, I always used to put like the more delicate fabric stuff on these, or I would use these like to hang up clothes that couldn't go in the dryer, to dry on this. But what I'm realizing is these have the same kind of height because they're meant. I mean, look what happened here, guys. So this hanger start where this one ends, this one starts. So naturally all those are going to be lower, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to deal with it. We're going to deal with it. And see, I have quite a few of these hangers. I know I have a couple more somewhere too, which I could have just used these. I didn't have to buy all those huggable hangers, but whatever. It is what it is. I'll deal with it, Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these huggable hangers because I bought them and we're going to use them. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to see the difference here in, so I'm going to hang up my beautiful dress here from a lovely woman in Portugal. Handmade this, hand knit it. Well, crochet, is it? I don't know. It is a little bit fuzzy because I did wash it recently, and While I did put it on delicate, I probably should have hand washed it instead. But it's okay. I'm probably just going to have to use a hand roll, Dad's washing his hands again, a hand roller, or to cut this off. I don't want to pull at it, but you see I have a little bit of fuzzies there. I'm going to have to find a way to do that because I don't want to ruin the dress, which I hope I didn't ruin it already. I don't think I did. But, you know, I'm just going to have to, I don't know if a lint roller would be a good idea either, but I don't want to pick at it either. So I don't know what to do. Maybe just go with a scissor and kind of just cut these fuzzies off. I don't know. But I'll figure that out later. But anyway, so here's the dress on this type of hanger. So let's see how this one works as a baby hanger, baby outfit. All right, that's a little better. I think maybe the toddler stuff we're not going to be able to hang. It's probably just too much, too long. So here, you could kind of see what I mean by this. Look. So you see, if you put it where this starts, so where you hang it, look how much of a difference you have. That much, you know, on the bottom of the hanger. So, you know, it's all right though. I mean, I could always, no, you can't. I was thinking you could double it like, but you can't. I mean, what are we in? What are we, the zoo here? Trying to double up on the hangers? I don't know, like a freaking monkey bar? I don't know. Anyway. I don't know what I'm saying, guys. To be honest with you, I'm a little upset over the hangers because I was so excited. I was so excited. Like Becca says, so excited. And then, yeah. But anyway, so we'll just hang them and see how it goes. So this is another gorgeous outfit, which maybe this one might fit. No, it probably won't fit my new baby. I don't think it will. It says 0 to 1 month. That's definitely not going to fit her. But, hold on one second. Okay, so this, yeah, I don't think this will fit her. But you see what I mean? See how that doesn't come off? See? Whee! Oh. It might not. I don't know. But that definitely won't fit on her, I don't think. Okay. So, yeah, see, the baby ones are working better. Okay. My husband thinks nobody could hear him once the door closes in the bathroom. That's why we're laughing. We're, you know, he just doesn't get it. But anyway, so not much escape room when you're in a 2-bedroom apartment, 5 people. Because you're aware that like we could hear you in the bathroom, right? Yeah, see this is, no, this hanger I don't think would be good for this outfit. See? So that's not good for this outfit. So I think, like in this case, we'll use one of these hangers.
Come on, get ready to go for 5 minutes.
See? Because it's way easier. And I don't want to obviously stretch that out. So this is going to be way too small for the new baby as well. So this will go on Danielle at some point. I don't know what, or the new baby, right? The new girl that's coming. I don't know when she's going to be here, but this also has a little loose thread I got to get rid of. But we could put that here. Okay? So that's cute. But I'm going to have to do it in order, like afterwards, you know. But right now I was just trying to hang some things to show you guys how the hangers work on what I have there. This is a cute little vest, which this might fit the new girl because it's just a little vest. Oh, actually, that might look really cute over what she currently has on. That might work. So we'll see. This, let's see if this is going to work here. And then these might work too. Okay. Oh, we got a little, okay. All right, guys. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Why don't you bring those boxes down?
Yeah, all right.
Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. Okay, guys. Sorry, I was just trying to go pee. Sorry. Okay. So let's continue. So I have this, which I don't know if this is gonna fit on here. One second, please. Okay. So this, I think, should go on there. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. I know it's, you know what? It's that time of the afternoon again. It's that time of the afternoon. I'm sorry. I just get a little bit I get a little bit nervous in the afternoon time. I'm not going to get into all that right now because this is a way long video. It's a way long video. That's another time, another topic, whole other video. Okay. Anyway, so, I don't know what I'm showing you. See, I get flustered. Anyway, you know, mom life, right? Anyway, so, this sweater is gorgeous. Another one from Tina. And, it's staying on here nicely without me having to, you know, have to button it in order for it to stay on. And we're at 2 hours. I think I'm going to stop the video and do Happy Meal in a separate video. Just because it's way too long. And Danny will be popping in. And anyway. So, here's this one. This is a gorgeous outfit. This may fit on the new girl, maybe with her bunny tights. If I really squeeze it on her, that might work. And I have her bunny tights right here, which I think that would go. Yes, definitely. That would go really cute. And plus you'd be able to see the bunnies, because I think any dress that's longer, you might not be able to see the bunnies, or like any outfit that doesn't go, that has a longer, what am I trying to say? Sandra, what are you trying to say? I'm sorry, guys. I think I'm just gonna, not restart. I think I'm just gonna do another video because, yeah. Anyway, for all you moms out there, I'm sure you understand, that, look, I'm not gonna go into it in this video, like I said, but you know, it's rough. It's rough sometimes, you know, to, navigate, when you have 3 different children or more, you know, of, you know, different ages, and they're going through different things in their own life at the moment. And you try to help them as best you can as a mom, as a parent. And a lot of times, you know, when, it depends on the personality of your child as well. And, you know, what they openly talk to you about, what they don't, what you have to find out on your own, what you don't. It's just a very big mix, and I'm not going to get into it right now because Danny's going to be walking through the door. But we'll talk about that on a whole separate video, I promise. We'll touch the subject. We'll touch it. But anyway, so that would be very pretty as well. So I think what we're going to do is, I was afraid as well with these hangers that it might be too heavy. Because the hangers are heavy. And so once I add all these clothes to it, I was afraid that this going to fall over, because I might have to take the wheels off of this plastic thing, so that it lays more flat to the ground, instead of it being, you know, the chance of it having to, you know, go overboard with the hangers, because the hangers are heavier when they are all together. Hey, Danny. Are heavier when they're all together. If you just have a couple of hangers, then it's fine. But, you know, not, so that this is another reason why I'm saying that I think once all the clothes are hung up on there, I might have to actually like either lean that against the wall somehow, or maybe I don't want to have to put it to the ground. I do have the ottoman free now, the long one, so I might put it there. I also thought about getting getting another one and putting them side by side on the longer ottoman, so that I have a whole long wardrobe, right? And then I could use both, the interiors of them for like maybe one for boys, one for girls, or, you know, one for the toddler clothing and one for baby clothing, or figure it out somehow with that. So I might still do that depending on how heavy this gets once I hang all the clothes. So I don't know exactly what I was thinking when I bought these hangers. I think it was just the point that I was so excited that I found huggable hangers at such a cheap cost, that I just grabbed them. So I wasn't really thinking of is that going to work for this type of thing. I think, like I said, if I get a second wooden crate thingy, I think then I could spread the hangers out to have 10 and 10 instead of 20 hangers, all on the same rack when it's a smaller, more condensed rack. And then the event that it falls over, you know, that's just not going to be good. So I might get a second one. And for now, I think I might just keep it to the 10 hangers, and not hang everything that I wanted to hang. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, we're going to keep it like that. I don't know if I'm putting these bunny tights on her today or not, but do want to keep them kind of accessible there. So I'm not, like I said, I'm gonna I just want to show you quick what I did here as far as the furniture part, and then I'm gonna bring her on, tell you her name. Probably not gonna change her right now because that is gonna take way too much time and we're already at 2 hours. So I'm going to do the happy mail on a totally separate video. I'm not going to add it to the end of this. I think it's way too much now. And so let's just stick these hangers behind me. Let me swing you around here so I can show you this area. So this is what I did here. This morning I took all the curtains off because it was curtain washing time. So those should be dry now. So Jason could put those back up. And so I decided to take those off. And so I decided to move things around, see. Really, I had to get in the ottoman and I couldn't get in it because I had the bouncy seat on top of it. And I haven't been able to get in it for a while. So I said, how else can I display this without it being on the floor? Because I don't want to put that on the floor. And chances are, if I put this on the floor, I wouldn't be bending down much to pick up the baby. Because I'm not going to keep bending to get the baby. I'd really hurt my back. So I needed someplace that I could put it up higher. And now that I'm looking, I could have maybe tried to fit this over the stroller to make it like an actual carriage, but I don't know if that'll work. It would probably topple over. But anyway, so I took a couple pieces of, well, actually I used hair ties, hair ribbons, and I took those plastic shower rings that I use all over the house for, they come in handy for a lot of different things. So I attached it in the front, the side, and the back. And so this thing is not moving anywhere. So, and it's also within reach for the baby, and I could put on the music and the lights. So let me turn you here and show you what I mean. Wait, is her, oh, we don't need that. The lights are on. Okay. So this is what I did. And there's my girl. There's my baby, my toddler. So yeah, the curtains are not up, so don't mind that. But so with the bassinet here, let me take her out of here for a second so I could show you guys. Come on, my big girl. Oh, this hair. So here is my bassinet, and Jack is in there. You probably can't see him. But so here's the bassinet. So I could still use the one side of the bassinet And this is still, you know, you could see through, obviously, to, you know, I'll store probably blankets on this side and then their toys and stuff. So I don't actually have to have full access to this side for a doll right now. And then I just use these shower curtain things, hooks, and I put one on each side. And then I put the, which I don't like how this is sliding, so I might change that after we're done here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably put that around the top because that's sliding underneath. But I use these bows here, you could see, to attach it. And then, let me shut this off. Can we shut off? Okay. And then I put one on the side there and one in the back. So this is very sturdy. It's not moving. It's not going to slide off the bassinet. And also I could do her bouncy seat. And so I can put 2 babies probably in here at a time. Well, I know I could fit them next to each other. And then 2 babies in here. But so this takes up less space, you know, in the area. So that's what I did with that. So that's going to stay like that. And then, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with the rest, but I will figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. So that's how that's going to be. I got to move this. Obviously, this isn't staying right here. After the curtains go back up, I will push that back into the corner. And my lamp is over here, which I might keep that here. So let's end this video, guys. It's way too long. So she is still in her outfit. You see, she's in her little, with her little bunny, what's this called? A blanket. And I have her comb. We're obviously not going to do it today, on today's video anyway. But I had her outfit here all ready to change her into. I have her comb here. So this is like for a wig, you know, wire wig comb. And then I bought her this, leave-in conditioner by Honest brand, and it's a conditioning detangler in a sweet cream scent, and it has different extracts and protein stuff like for her hair, so it's, you know, I'll be able to comb through it, get whatever knots are in it out. I haven't decided if I'm leaving these original braids in yet. I might take those out, and her hair is going to be extremely curly in those areas, so I don't know if I want to do that yet, but we'll see. And then I will, I didn't want to do this though until the glue gets here, because I did order Eileen's tacky glue super quick dry. And that is what came up when I asked Google what was the best thing to use to re-glue a mohair wig on a doll, on a vinyl doll, and that is what they said. So, that is it for this video. I'm going to leave you now with the name reveal for my new baby. And like I said at first, I had named her Gretel, but then I realized that I got to kind of wipe her down too, because now that I'm seeing in the light, I don't know if that's a piece of paint I don't know what that is, but her eyes are gorgeous. Anyway, so yeah, once her hair is glued down and I use that stuff in it and redress her in it, she's going to look like a brand new doll. She already looks like a new doll, but you know what I'm saying. She's going to look way different. Anyway, so her name is not Gretel, even though that's what I really wanted to name her. But I changed her name to Matilda. So that is her name, and we will be sticking with that one. So everyone, please meet Matilda. And you'll be seeing much more of Matilda on future videos. So, again, I don't know if I'm going to dress her off camera. It might be easier to do because she's such a big doll. But we're going to sit her here. And I didn't want her, you know, her wig to pop off or nothing. But anyway, okay, guys, that's it for now. I might come back on tonight to do the Happy Mail, because since I didn't get to that, but Danny is home right now and we need to just, you know, live life, family discussion. What? Do our things. Do our things. Okay. Like playing Roblox. See? That's it, guys. I'm done for the night. See y'all another time. So everybody, I'll see you on my next video. Again, it's going to be a Happy Meal video, but I don't know when that's going to be. So have a good evening, everybody. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. And I'll see you next time on Little Meatballs Nursery. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.